Hey everybody, and welcome to the bullshit party! And in this one we're gonna be taking a look at the new podium vehicle, the Coquette D10. As always, I'm gonna be taking you on an in-depth tour of the vehicle, both inside and outside of it, going to Los Santos Customs, customizing it, and ultimately the goal of this video is to tell you if this bad boy is worth it or not. And with that out of the way, let's start with the 360 on the vehicle while I give you some facts about it. First and foremost, if you think this one looks familiar, it's because it's based on the... wow, even the rear logo is kind of based on the Corvette. But yeah, it's based on the Corvette C8, which, in my opinion, is probably the best looking Corvette since the C2. But that's, again, my personal opinion. In terms of interactivity, this is what you can do with the vehicle. You can open, wait for it, all of its, well, both of its doors, the hood, and the trunk, which in this case are reversed because this is a rear-engined vehicle. Really cool. It was released with the Los Santos Summer's update DLC something, basically 4 years ago. The summer update 4 years ago, and yeah, it's time sure does fly when you're not having fun. I mean, having fun. And that's pretty much the exterior of the vehicle. And now let's jump in and look at how the interior looks and, of course, how the vehicle is gonna sound. And, of course, one thing that I didn't mention is that this vehicle costs $1.5 million, which, at the rate it was released, at the year it was released, that was quite a lot of money, even though right now you can't buy a Golf for that amount. I believe this is a custom steering wheel for this one, and yeah, the way it sounds, awesome, the way it looks on the inside is awesome, and honestly, I really like the color scheme Rockstar gave us here. Now with that, let's go to Los Santos Customs and customize this one. And of course, as always, on our way there, I will be sharing with you my thoughts and impressions of the stock version of the Coquette D10. And well, a bit of a disclaimer, I have driven this before when it first came out. I remember nothing about it. So yeah, it's this is gonna be kind of a new experience for me. And what I can see so far is that it's a very well-handling vehicle. This vehicle is part of the supercar class category in GT Online, and for its class, it's fairly competent. And also, surprisingly, the brakes are really good. And yeah, for its class, once again, it's a really well-handling vehicle, and this is only its stock version. You can only imagine how it's going to behave after fully upgrading and modifying it, but yeah, the brakes are really insane for this one. At the time it was released, this was one of the most expensive vehicles in the DLC. Again, not so much the case now, but 4 years ago, times were different. The inflation really aided the vehicle prices. And here we are at Los Santos Customs, and as said before, this vehicle is part of the sports category in GT Online. As for how much you can sell it for, $11,000, which is more than most vehicles. Now let's just repair it and upgrade all the performance options up front, so you guys don't tell me that I'm stupid again. So let's see, engine. See, I almost made the engine there. And we have two more. We have the transmission and the turbo. And with that, let's start with the front. Oh, we have a splitter. Okay, that's not a good start. You guys know how much I love having the front bumper option, only to be revealed as the front splitter. I guess we're gonna go with the racing one. And the rear splitter, also named the rear bumper. Let's see, probably gonna go with yeah, why not? Let's go with this one. I guess we're gonna make a sports car. Let's see, this is weirdly enough more of a rear bumper option than the actual rear bumper. Let's just get rid of the smoke and see what we... wow, I really like this one, the racing diffuser. Yep, I think we're gonna go with the carbon one, or yeah, let's go with the carbon one. Why not? Let's see, the front grille we can modify a little bit. Let's just put some carbon on it. Let's see, the... wow, that's very patriotic. And these are all the... I'm literally lost for words here. These are all the levers you can choose from, and I gotta say, some of them are kind of okay, and others are, well, this. So let's just go with the non-option, just to be on the safe side. And license plate, I'm sure this is gonna match something at some point. We are gonna be respraying the vehicle at the end of our stay at Los Santos Customs. For now, let's just focus on also customizing the roof. And this one, I had totally forgotten that it's a convertible, technically, even though you can't actively make it a convertible, but you still kind of well, have this. So let's make it a convertible. Cool. The roof scoop is a cool addition. So let's go with something carbon here as well. Probably this one. The side skirts, of course, we're gonna go with something carbon. The spoiler, of course, we're gonna go with something carbon as well. And this is the only visual component that has any impact on the traction, usually of the vehicle, basically the performance. But since the traction is already maxed out, I don't think it does anything. But let's see now. More carbon? Nah, in this case, more carbon does not equal more better. But slamming it to the ground does. Probably. In some way. Let's just go with the street suspension because the other ones are just stupidly low. Although I kind of like stupidly low. Now, we're, let's see, the wheels. I actually kind of really like those wheels. So probably going to be keeping them, at least for now. The tint of the windows has a big problem. As you can see, the issue is that the rear window is also tinted. So basically you can see that beautiful V8 engine. Yeah, that's a real shame. Also, too bad that you can't customize the engine itself. Disc. Now, with that out of the way, it's time to respray the vehicle, and as always, I asked you guys, the viewers of the Bullshit Party, what color do you want me to make the vehicle in the video you're watching right now? And for this week, most of you suggested red. So, yeah, hopefully you're gonna like what's to come, and thank you so much to everybody that participated in the poll. And, wow, that's a handsome car. Yeah, thank you once again, everybody for voting on the poll, and yep, really good choice for this one. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on next week's poll. Let's see, the secondary color are actually the rims, so I am just gonna assume that those are gonna be the stock rims, since we can also change their color. Do I dare go lime green on them? Why not? Let's see, we can also change the trim color, which was probably also going to be lime green. Let's see, do we have lime green? We have bright green, so that's... we do have lime green. Nice. And the crew emblem, of course, we're going to be slapping at this point. I just want to see if we can change... Of course, we can't change the wheel colors, but can we change the tire design? We cannot. Can we do smoke? Green smoke for... 17.5. Do we have a light green smoke? We don't. Let's go with the green smoke. Who cares? And with that, we are out of Los Santos Customs. Oh, no, wait. One last thing. Actually, this is the sale price that you can sell the vehicle for after fully modifying it. So basically, a huge loss. And here we are on the outside. And I gotta say, even though the customization was incredibly limited for this one, I am really happy with the outcome. Surprisingly so. Let's see the green spot. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. I don't know what it is about it, but this is just, you know, this is America packed into one vehicle. Again, that's just my opinion, but this is an insanely beautiful car. In terms of a modern vehicle, not a classic muscle car, but a modern one, it's really up there. It's one of the most beautiful designs ever made. And that definitely translates in-game as well. It's one of the most handsomest, if that's even a word, vehicles in GTA Online. The only shame is, of course, it's not going to be anything performance related, because after fully upgrading and modifying it, it's even better than before, of course. But the customization is kind of lacking. So if Rockstar is listening to this, please make this a Benny's vehicle or a house customizable vehicle or whatever. Basically, let us customize it a little further and let us make it our own. Basically, have at least front bumper and front splitter, front bumper and rear bumper options. But yeah, that's just my request. If you're thinking of getting this from the Lucky Wheel, I would say if you don't have it, it's definitely a must. It's an awesome car, it handles great, and it's probably gonna also win you some races because, as I said, this is definitely no slouch. Acceleration is decent, top speed is decent, and the traction is insane, and the brakes are by far probably in the top 5 that I've tested in the entire game. And with that, it's time to end the video. Thank you so much to everybody that watched. Please like, please subscribe, consider becoming a channel member, and I will catch you all in the next one. Now let's just park like a regular Corvette. Yeah. Perfect.